Dear friends, today I'm going to share a wonderful book with all of you. Jonathan Livingston, Seagull. This book, I am sure, if you read it, it's gonna change your life. You know what is this book about? This book is about breaking the limitations that are set on you. This book is about thinking beyond what has been offered to you. This book is about looking at the sky while you're standing in the land and feel that one day you can fly as high as you can. This book has been wonderfully described by the author, and ironically, it is very similar to the life of all human beings on earth. We take birth into a certain family, we take birth into a certain society, we take birth into a certain country. We are told that these are the norms of the family, we are told these are the norms of the society, we are told these are the norms of the country. So if you can abide by these norms of the family, of the society, of the country, then they will keep them with you. And if you decide that you are not going to follow the norms set by you, by your family, I am so sure is family going to outcast you. If you are not going to follow the norms set by your society, the society is going to outcast you. If you are not going to follow the norms set by the country is going to outcast you. Friends, this story is the story of a seagull named as Jonathan Livingston. Jonathan Livingston Seagull took birth in an island where his father, mother were staying along with the flocks of other seagulls. So how is the life of a seagull? The life of a seagull is they get up early in the morning, they get ready to go near the beach. Near the beach, there are small fishes sometimes. You need to catch the fishes who are there floating on the sea top and eat them. Then sometimes there are some ships or some passengers who are coming near the beach. They throw some stale bread into the water or near the beach. You need to pick it up and eat them. And then after that, you confirm, you come back to your house and you stay with your family. Then night comes, you go to the flock of people, you sit with them and listen to the elders of the family and the elders of the group, and then again come back to your home and go to sleep. This is a simple life of a seagull. This Jonathan Livingston Seagull every day used to observe this lifestyle that is being followed, and his mind would actually look at the sky and think, can I not fly? Do I not, intend to fly? Shall I just stop myself by going and eating the stale breads that are thrown into the water? What if I know how to fly? What if I find out a way how to fly? I can soar away to different distances and I can make my path. So every day, Jonathan Livingston comes in the afternoon to see the water and then tries to fly high and high. But as long as Jonathan Livingston is a small seagull, it cannot fly, it can just try. By seeing the continuous efforts of Jonathan Livingston Seagull, his parents tell him that, Jonathan, what is this? Come on, Johnny. You don't need to work on flying. If you have to work on something, work on food. Work on the part that how are you going to collect food for yourself and your mother and your father. Why are you so interested to fly, my dear? Don't you see the other seagulls? Why can't you be just like anyone else? What is it that makes you different? What is it that makes you think that you can fly high? Daddy, it is not about me being different, Jonathan says in a voice. It is just the fact that I feel that I can fly. I feel that I am made to fly. I feel that there is a purpose behind which I am being asked to fly. This is the reason I am exploring the fact of flying. Okay, whatever, says the father, but please try to see that you confirm with everybody in our society, because people in our society should like you as much as any other. So if you do anything which falls outside the limit set by our Seagull society, you will be outcasted. Don't worry, Dad, I will do everything in the norms of the society. So day by day, every day, Jonathan tries to practice. As he grows up slowly and slowly, one fine day, he tries to fly from a mountain top. So he walks to a little mountain top and try to take a huge soar from the mountain top. And the fortune smiles on Jonathan Seagull, and he's able to fly from the mountain top and take a deep step into the sea where his parents stay. Oh my God, the moment is ephemeral for Jonathan Livingston. He feels so blessed, as if everything he wanted has been answered. His all efforts which he has given to life has been taken care, and now he is able to soar from a mountain top to the beach. Jonathan Livingston just comes back from the sea and tries to see that flocks and flocks have gathered around the sea to see him. He feels very happy and mesmerized of the fact that so many flock members have come to see how Jonathan Livingston has mastered the art of flying. So he slowly walks towards the leaders of the flock, who are waiting for him along with his parents. In the flock of seagull, there are two things that can happen to a person when he is coming back after doing something. One side is the side of respect. You have to stand in the center. As a matter of fact, if you have done something respectable for the flock. There is another side, the side of shame. If you have done something which is a matter of shame, you again need to take the center stage and stand in the place of shame. Jonathan Livingston is so confident about the fact that since he has discovered the art of flying, he will definitely be given the place of respect, because what he has done is not only exemplary but also miraculous, is also the result of his numerous days of hard work. So finally, Jonathan Livingston is walking amongst the flock and standing in front of the leader. The leader says, "Jonathan, take the place of shame." Jonathan Livingston is surprised, as if somebody has hit his back with a great hammer, as if someone has hit his head, saying that he has done something very, very bad. Jonathan looks at his father. His father is silently looking at the leader. He just awaits somebody to tell that what he has done is in fact miraculous. The leader says, "Jonathan Livingston, you have brought a great shame to our flock of seagulls. Seagulls are not supposed to fly high in the sky. Seagulls are supposed to comradeship with each other. Seagulls are supposed to stay in harmony. Seagulls are supposed to be in the society where we all stay. You have broken the norm of going to a mountain cliff and flying from there. So you are outcast from our flock." Till date, in the history of Seagull, no one had ever decided to reply back to the leader. But Jonathan's Livingstone voice replied to the leader, "What wrong have I done?" Have I not found a new way to lead life? Have I not challenged the old norm that seagulls cannot fly? Have I not learnt the beautiful art of utilizing my wings to my content the way I want? What wrong have I done? He asks and looks in mercy and pity towards the entire flock of seagulls. In seagull society, since no one is supposed to reply back to the leader, the way is everyone has to turn their back to Jonathan Seagull. And Jonathan Seagull is finally outcasted from the flock. This is the first part of this book. Isn't it so similar to what happens to us humans? As long as we keep quiet to whatever society says, whatever people do, whatever our families say, we are accepted by them. And the moment we challenge the regular patterns of thought, are we not treated as an outcast? Is it not true that many times we ask questions at our own families, but we do not get an answer from them, rather a single answer as, since everyone is like this, you have to like this. Since everyone is doing this, you also have to do this. And this is the reason why this book creates a mindset that what happens to people when they try to break these norms and limitations. But the journey is still ahead for Jonathan Seagull. So finally, Jonathan Seagull takes on to the cliff of a mountain where no other seagull is there. There he goes and he keeps practicing daily from one mountain cliff to another. Though he has been outcasted by his society, he doesn't lose the hope, the dream of becoming a great flyer. So he keeps flying, flying and flying. He learns how to sleep while flying. He learns how between the time of evening and the next day morning, a seagull can cover the time by sleeping in the sky. Jonathan discovers the beauty of how one can enter the foggy sky and then open itself to a dazzling morning sun. He explores all the beauties that the wing can offer. One fine day, Jonathan Seagull sees a falcon who is taking a deep dive from one valley to another. And Jonathan Seagull looks towards the falcon and says that one day I am also going to fly like you, oh dear falcon. And the next day, Jonathan Seagull tries to go and to the highest mountain cliff present in the area and takes a deep dive into the sky. Since Jonathan Seagull is a seagull, he takes a direct steep into the deep ocean water, which hits its wings very badly, and Jonathan Seagull falls down into the water, hardly hit by the icy water and the spiky wind. Jonathan Seagull cries and tells, I must be a fool. I should have just gone back to my flock. I should have just been like any regular seagull. Why did I even think that I can fly like the falcon? Look at the falcon. It has small wings, so it can fly well. And my wings are flapping in the sky so high that I am not able to fly like the falcon. The answer Jonathan Seagull gets in this complaint is that the falcon needs small wings to fly. So Jonathan learns the way how to fly like a falcon. He goes to the mountain cliff, covers his wings, tries to hold his wings very close to himself, just leaving the spikes of the wing out, and again tries to deep dive through the sky. And this time, Jonathan Seagull is not falling on the sea, rather able to go halfway through like a falcon. He learned the way the falcon dives. Again and again, Jonathan Seagull practices the way of falcon diving and learns the art of flying like a falcon. This is the story, my friend. When you want to have perfection in your life, you need to leave the flock. When you want to have a differential amount of ability, you need to do practice on what you're doing. When you want to set a beautiful standard for yourself, you need to create the best standards so that others can follow. This is it, the first part of Jonathan Seagull, Livingston, and next time I'll meet you with part 2. Dear friends, today I'm going to share a wonderful book with all of you, Jonathan Livingston, Seagull. This book, I am sure, if you read it, it's gonna change your life. You know what is this book about? This book is about breaking the limitations that are set on you. This book is about thinking beyond what has been offered to you. This book is about looking at the sky while you're standing in the